Hello students. In the previous video we studied about distance time graph or displacement time graph, and I also showed you a few numericals on how to solve the object and find the velocity of an object if it is in uniform motion. And we solved a few numericals regarding this, and I also gave you one in homework so you can do it on your own, and let's see how it is done. Okay, so in the first, on the x-axis, time is given as usual in seconds, and on y-axis, distance or displacement has been given in meters. So the first point is at 100 meters when the time is 20 seconds. The second one is 200 meters when time is 40 seconds. So I told you to find velocity. So you can choose any two given points from the graph. Okay, so in this case I am choosing this one where the distance is 400 meters and the other one is over here at 200 meters. So I am taking this point A and point B. At point A the distance is 200. Okay, so I am taking S1 as 200, and at B 400 meters I am taking S2 as 400 meters. Okay, and for respectively the time T1 is 40 seconds and time T2 for S2 is 60 seconds. As you can see from the graph, for B it is 60 seconds, right? For A it is 40 seconds and for B it is 60 seconds. Understood? Now all you need to do for finding velocity is S2 minus S1 upon T2 minus T1, like I taught you in the previous video, and substitute the values, that is 400 minus 200 upon 60 minus 40. So what you get over here is 400 minus 200 is 200 and 60 minus 40 is 20. So 0 0 cancels and 2 tens. So what you get answer as 10 meters per second. Okay. So if no points are given on the graph, you can choose any two random points on the graph and accordingly you can solve this numerical. I hope it is clear to you, students. Okay, as you can see we have taken 2 points A and B in this case. For B it is 400 meters, time is 60 seconds. For A it is 200 meters and time is 40 seconds. Substituting the values S2 minus S1 upon T2 minus T1, what you get is 400 minus 200, that is 200, and 60 minus 40, time is 20 seconds. So 200 upon 20, solve it and you get 10 meters per second is the velocity. You can pause the video for a second and then observe the numerical carefully once again. Okay? Okay students, so I told you that there are two types of graph, and the first one we already studied, that is displacement time graph. Now this is the second one, that is velocity time graph. In velocity time graph, what you have is basically we are describing velocity of an object with respect to time. We are describing velocity of an object with respect to time. And in the previous case we had displacement with respect to time. In this case we are having velocity with respect to time. So basically now on y-axis we will have velocity instead of displacement. So as you can see the graph, this is time and this is velocity. On x-axis we have time once again, and on y-axis we have velocity. Okay. So the first thing that we studied in displacement time graph was the uniform motion of an object. Now remember, in the very beginning I taught you that if the object is in uniform motion, then what happens? Its velocity is constant at all points. So suppose we are imagining an object which is moving from point A to point B. Okay, and when it reached point A, that is our observing point, at point A it had velocity of 10 meters per second. So the object is moving with velocity of 10 meters per second, and traveling certain distance it reached point B, and at point B also its velocity is 10 meters per second. Why? Because it is moving in uniform motion. Therefore, its velocity is going to remain constant. I taught you that before in previous videos. I said again and again that if the object is in motion, its velocity always remains constant. So in this case also the velocity of an object is constant. So what happens is, if I try to plot the graph of an object, suppose at time 0 seconds its velocity is 10 meters per second. So I plot the graph over here starting from 0. Somewhere over here it is 10 meters per second. So I plot my first point at 10 meters per second. After 1 second or 2 seconds I plot again at 2 seconds. So 1 second its velocity is 10 meters per second. So the point will remain over here like this. And the third case again 10 meters per second. At fourth again 10 meters per second. So as you can see, the graph will be a straight line, but a straight line parallel to x-axis. Because the object is in uniform motion, its velocity will always remain constant, and that is why its graph will be a straight line parallel to x-axis. That is this one. This line, it will always remain constant to this line. I hope it is clear to you, students. Okay, in the previous case, if the object is in uniform motion, the graph was a straight line like this because that was distance, and distance increases, but the distance increases uniformly. That is why the graph was an inclined plane. Now in this case, distance is increasing but velocity is not changing, it remains constant. That is why it is a straight line. Whatever time interval you take, the velocity always remains constant, that is at the same point. So if the object is in uniform motion, its line remains a straight line. The graph always remains a straight line. This is the graph of an object in uniform motion. I hope it is clear. Yes? Okay. So the next point is non-uniform motion. Obviously, if the graph is in non-uniform motion, then its velocity differs or its velocity changes. Suppose it started with 10 meters per second, now it is 11, now it is 8, now it is 12. So the velocity has changed with respect to time, and such a graph is non-uniform motion because its velocity is changing. This graph simply indicates that it is changing. So this is a non-uniform motion of an object. Non-uniform motion. If the graph is not a straight line, then it is non-uniform motion. Very simple. The next thing that we studied was acceleration. The next thing that we studied was acceleration. The next thing we studied is acceleration. Now, when it was a distance time graph, we cannot describe velocity, so the graph was simply a curve. If you remember, in the previous cases we studied about acceleration. In displacement, we can only describe the distance or displacement, we cannot describe the velocity. But now if we are describing acceleration, we have velocity, so we can describe whether the acceleration is uniform or non-uniform. Okay, we can describe the type of acceleration. Suppose I told you that when an object moves from point A to B, we will observe the example of uniform acceleration. At first point, its velocity is 10 meters per second. In second point, its velocity is 20 meters per second. At third point, its velocity is 30 meters per second at time intervals 2, 4 and 6. So as you can see, velocity increases for equal intervals of time, but velocity increases in equal intervals. So velocity is increasing, that means it is acceleration, but velocity is increasing in equal intervals. So at first interval its velocity is 10 meters per second increasing, in second case again 10 meters per second increases, and in third case goes on and on. So this is the example of uniform acceleration that we already studied. So if I want to plot its graph, then the graph of uniform acceleration is somewhat like this. At 0 seconds its acceleration was 10 meters per second. At second point it was 20 meters per second. At third it was 30 meters per second. So the velocity is increasing, but it is increasing in a straight line. So such a graph in which the velocity increases in a straight line, then it is uniform acceleration. Listen, it does not always have to start at 0. Okay, it can start from here as well. Okay, so it does not matter if the graph starts from here. if the graph is like this, then also it is uniform acceleration. It doesn't matter, as long as it is a straight line, it doesn't matter. This is just an example to show you, students. Okay, so when the graph starts over here like this, or it starts over here like this, as long as it is a straight line, it is uniform acceleration. Okay, it doesn't matter. Moving forward, if it is non-uniform acceleration, then velocity is increasing, but velocity is increasing non-uniformly. Its velocity either increases or decreases. Okay, so if the velocity is increasing but not in a uniform manner, then we can have a graph like this. First it is straight, then like this, then like this. So it is increasing but not increasing uniformly. Over here it increases, then also it increases rapidly. Again it is increasing but not in a straight line. So as you can see, the graph is increasing. That means it is still acceleration, but it is not increasing in a straight line. So this is non-uniform acceleration. It is non-uniform acceleration. Okay, students. So what we studied today, let us remind once again. The first one is uniform motion, velocity time graph of an object. The first one is uniform motion, and the graph is a straight line parallel to x-axis. If it is not a straight line, if it is zigzag, then it is non-uniform motion. Okay, and because this is velocity time graph, we can describe the acceleration of an object. And if the graph is a straight line like this, then it is uniform acceleration, and the graph is not in a straight line like this one, then it is non-uniform acceleration. So just like in the previous cases, we have uniform and non-uniform motion as well as acceleration. So let us compare the graphs of the objects in motion for distance time graph and velocity time graph. So the first one is uniform motion. Uniform motion. If it is a displacement time graph, then it is like this. This is displacement time graph, and this is velocity time graph. Velocity time graph. So if it is displacement time graph, we studied in the previous video that it is a straight line like this, but in this video we studied velocity time graph. So velocity time graph, it is straight line parallel to x-axis like this. So this is the difference. This both cases describe uniform motion. This describes in constant velocity, and this describes in linear or equal distance covered in equal intervals of time. Similarly, if it is non-uniform, it doesn't matter. Both of them are going to be like this. This is non-uniform, this one is like this. Okay, it doesn't matter whichever cases you take. Displacement time graph, this is velocity time graph. Understood? Now in uniform motion or displacement time graph, for the object in acceleration, it is simply a curve, but for velocity time graph we have either a straight line or this type of line. So we cannot describe or compare these two graphs. Simple, we just write over here curve. This is acceleration for displacement time graph. For displacement time graph, and for velocity time graph, I am drawing two graphs over here for you to understand. This is uniform acceleration, and this is non-uniform acceleration. Velocity time graph. Okay, students, pause the video and check all the graphs in comparison. For displacement time graph, we only have one single graph for acceleration, but in velocity time graph we have either uniform acceleration or non-uniform acceleration. The important thing is this graph and this graph. Don't get confused. If it is a straight line, it is uniform. Again, this is a straight line, it is uniform. But if it is S over here, that means it is uniform motion. And if it is V over here, then it is uniform acceleration. Don't get confused in between the two. If it is uniform acceleration, then the object is not in uniform motion because its velocity is increasing. These two graphs are totally different. Okay, so don't get confused in between. Observe the graphs very carefully, and we'll study something else in the next video, okay, related to velocity time graphs. Have a great day.